Hello, welcome. My name is Angelica, and I am your host and content creator for the Ugly Truths podcast. So, today, I want to get into being happy and once again choosing to be happy, not for the future because that's not here yet and it may never come. And not about the past either because that's gone. When I say be happy, I mean be happy with who you currently are today. And that takes a lot of deconstructing. I'm still personally working on that, but what I strive to do is tell you the things and the tools that I've gained and learned to give them to you all in hopes that you'll be able to use it in your own life. So basically, I've always struggled with a few personal insecurities, and I would always either cover it up or, just try to wait to be happy when I'm my future self, as I say all the time, like a person that I imagine myself to be. And the thing is, why do you have to wait to a certain destination or a certain time in your life to be happy with who you are? I feel like society places so many expectations and we accept it. And so many standards about how you should be this and where you should be in life and what you should look like. And the ugly truth is, the people that follow those logistics aren't even happy with themselves. They really aren't. The way I break it down is if no one else was on this planet, would I be happy with who I am right now? Would I be okay with who I am right now? And if the answer is yes, then one of the things that you chase is external validation. And here's the thing. We all desire to be accepted. I'm not saying, be unhealthy and keep eating crazy stuff. That was a note to myself. But what I'm saying is be the best you can be. Of course, that milestone should be being able to look back and see how much you've progressed, but also accepting you for who you were then too, because that still makes you. That sounded like a verbal mess up, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that's what makes you who you are, the past. And if anything, that's the only person that you should be in competition with. And not a unhealthy competition like, oh, that person was weak, this, that, and the third, I'm better now. But more so of I understand where I was then, and I was doing the best I had then. But right now, in this present moment, I'm looking for better for myself. I'm looking to better myself. And I hope that's making sense. So, within that, I find myself always kind of falling back and going into my old habits, looking at these people on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and the soft girl, the aesthetic, divine feminine energy, and these women are crushing it. They're doing it. They're doing amazing. And I'm just thinking to myself, how am I not there yet? And it's like I'm trying to race against time here, which is not realistic. What's realistic is what's set for you in your life. And in my opinion, or really my experience, what I had to do is break down the ideology that I need to be further along than I am today. That I have to wait until I get to this certain part of my life to be fully happy with who I am, how I look, etc. You are where you are right now for a reason. Drop the guard, drop the mask, and be who you are authentically. And the most beautiful thing about that to me is that we're complex beings. And we don't have to compartmentalize ourselves into just one thing. We can be many things and still strive for greatness. So, as I'm breaking down this ideology, I'm sitting here finding myself having to be 100% honest with who I am, my flaws, my strengths, my weaknesses, and think, who do I want to be authentically? Not who the world wants me to be, not this huge weight they put on your shoulders either. Who do you want to be? Because that will bring peace, and ultimately peace will bring happiness. A sense of calmness within our lives where we're not sitting here falling to the feet of capitalism, getting every nip, tuck, eyebrow pluck, hairless, everywhere type of lifestyle. Now, if you like doing that, that's great, because I sure do. But that's only for your personal wants, not because the world tells you to do so, because it genuinely makes you feel good, because this is who you are, because doing this makes you happy, not because you have to. So that's one thing I've started to kind of work on within myself, and I thought it was important to share it so I can help anybody else that may feel like they're lacking behind and they have to wait till this big moment happens for them to be happy. Sure, you want more for yourself. I get it. Believe me, I get it. You want the trips. You want the happy relationship. You want your own home. You want your car paid off. You want to be financially stable. And every time you strive to get to there, wherever there is, it's always going to be more that you're going to want to strive for. Well, this Benz is nice, but now I want an Aston Martin. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more for yourself. But also realize that being where you are right now is perfectly fine too, because once again, you're doing the best that you can for right now, for who you mentally are right now and what you can handle. And once again, I got to reiterate this. I'm not saying that you should not strive to do better, but what I am saying that it is perfectly okay for you to not hate yourself for not being where you thought you would be. It's crazy because personally, me, when I graduated, I'm sitting here like, what am I going to do with my life now? Because this is not how I envisioned it whatsoever. Like, I have this degree, I'm not using it. How do I go from here? And I just felt like, if I'm being honest, a failure. And I expressed that to many people that's close to me. And they understood where I was coming from, but it's kind of like, from their end of it, they see a fresh start. And then I begin to actually adapt that mindset. It is a fresh start. You're able to wipe that slate clean and just start a new, what do they call it? Vision board for yourself. Start a new life plan. If you don't like where your life is headed or you're completely lost, scrap it. Go ahead and get rid of it, and let's start fresh, start a new one. Start a life that you will be proud to have, even right now in this moment. It's only up from here, right? So as we move along, join me in this healing journey, and let's start growing. Because the more we grow, the more we're able to impact others and live a life full of peace, love, and happiness. I hope this message reaches you as it has reached me. And as usual, I love y'all. Bye.